behind, but the rest and Maceris is still recovering.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of us went into town.
Yes.
On the way, we came across a mage with some guards who was digging up or burying something on the side of the road.
Yeah, a recent battlefield.
We talked to him, and he said that basically tonight at midnight, people could talk to the dead for a couple hours.
Yes.
We asked if there was any work, and he sent us to the innkeeper Branya,
mm-hmm.
who put us to work, and I say us loosely because it was really just Bear carrying barrels.
Mm-hmm. He's a big boy.
He got some gold, and then we sold Lance's armor for a ton of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely enough to get the supplies we needed. And we've still got a couple hours before the ceremony.
Yes.
That's where we ended.
Excellent. Yeah, you've got it 100% correctly. So, not long after you complete your little job, right? Bear, the innkeeper essentially helps Bears. He begins to have back issues and he needs to like lie down. And the innkeeper says, "We have a place upstairs. Don't worry, I'll take care of him during the ceremony. You guys just relax and have a good time." Sorry to hear that we accidentally broke your barbarian. So the question is, do you want to do anything more in the town during the daytime, or do you want to wait for the ceremony to arrive tonight?
I wanted to find out some more information on the ceremony itself, because the mage told us that if we had magic we could help, but the innkeeper told us that it's supposed to be a specific kind of magic. Mm-hmm. So I want to verify with someone what exactly they're looking for if you have magic.
Valid.
Can I raise my hand and say necromancy? I mean, that's what I remember the guy saying, they needed necromancy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what they're looking for.
Can I have the wine? I want to ask like one of the heads up to start a small business for this festival and this festival only.
What, do you want to... You're trying to go into business here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only for the festival, though.
Okay. Like I said, under Build a Stronghold, I've actually listed the prices for starting businesses, what they'll generally be. Let's check that channel. I think...
Oh, no.
I think that was in downtime. Yes.
Do you know...
So, maintenance costs for... What are you trying to get into?
I'm just trying to set up a little blanket shop, you know, like a cart.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a blanket down and sell my wares.
Oh, okay. You're just doing, like, ad hoc kind of stuff. All right. Like, yeah. All right, street vendor. All right, that's fair. You gather up 2 boxes that the innkeeper says he isn't using. You lie out your blanket near the town square where the little festival is going to be, and I guess you begin hawking whatever it is you're hawking. What is it that Hollow is hawking?
Well, I'm just going to make sure I got permission because I always must be courteous, and I'm also in a different place.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the wine is gone, correct?
The real strong stuff that the innkeeper gave you?
No, as for courteous, like to give them.
Oh yeah. When people come to your stall, you and them share like a little shot glass of wine to sort of strike up a business deal. And please tell me, what is it that you're selling? Is it a service? Is it an item? What is it?
As for tradition in my place,
mm-hmm.
when we set up the dead, we set them off with lanterns.
Oh, okay.
So each lantern is worth 5 gold, and I'm using paper.
Okay, that's valid.
Paper.
All right, I'll say that you spend the afternoon getting your supplies, making little lanterns, and hawking them at your little improv street stall. And I'm gonna say you make 35 gold off the little endeavor, and it's actually moderately successful.
Okay.
Is there anything else you all do during the afternoon before?
Were we getting our supplies here, or just getting the money to get our supplies somewhere bigger?
You were planning on getting your supplies here.
Okay, I'll go do that then.
Okay.
Hollow's doing that.
Okay. Near the old air base, where the Zeppelin is landed, there's generally a like sort of logistics warehouse, for the people on these long flights. They keep warehouses of foods and goods and all that. And there's an older guy sort of sitting at the counter, leaning back, sort of picking his teeth with a little toothpick. And he sees you coming, he's like, "Afternoon."
How's it going?
It's going as slow as it'll ever be. Ain't got a lot of folks who come around here.
Yeah, just passing through, but I'm looking for some supplies for a trip.
30 days? 2 weeks? How much you looking for?
Closer to 30 days, yeah.
Closer to 30 days it is, eh? Let's see. And what did I say 30 days of... Oh, wait, I have it written down on my notes. I don't need to scroll through the Discord. Alright, you're looking 30 days of supplies? And how many folks, how many mouths we feeding here? Any idea, or?
Do I have a rough estimate?
Yeah, 13.
13, okay. About 15.
Alright, I think, and he hollers, and you hear someone holler back from way back there. Yeah, we got enough supplies. Times are a little tough, though, so how about, 450 gold? As long as that coin do be made of gold, of course.
I sure hope so. I just got it from town, so.
Let's see. Show me your coin. Show me your coin.
I'll pull out one of the gold that we got from the town and flick it towards him.
It looks all good, but this is an Ascalorian money. It's not a full value here. So with inflation rates, that'd be more about 475.
Your own town doesn't use your money?
you got fucking Cormetzian gold, right? You don't got no
No, this is from town. This is from the blacksmith in town.
Oh, you are right. Oh my goodness. I must be going a little batty from lack of visitors. All right, 450 it is. We got ourselves a deal.
Do I know if that's a good price?
Standard seems to be about 400 for a month's of supplies, but he's using the excuse that times are tough, and thus he can't give you like a full deal here.
That's fine. I'll give him a 450.
Excellent. I'll have my boys loaded onto the ship for you. Of course.
Thank you. And I'm actually gonna head back to the ship.
All right, so you're back at the ship, and there's some little stocky fellows coming out and loading stuff onto it for you. What do you do now that you're on the ship?
Go find Lavin.
Okay. Lavin, where beast thee?
Probably on the main deck.
Okay.
Okay,
you make your way up to the main deck, and you see Lavin sort of just staring out into the void for some reason.
Doing okay, Lavin?
Honestly, don't know.
Well, I got some interesting news. They're holding a festival in town tonight where you can talk to the dead for a couple hours. And I thought that might be a good idea to talk to the former leader.
Oh, the Duchess?
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be fools to pass up such an opportunity. Are there any stipulations for participating?
They said anyone can join, but if you have necromancy magic, then they expect you to help with the ceremony. I don't have any necromancy magic, but
I don't have much, but I've got an enhance ability trick up my sleeve. Perhaps that could be of use.
worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's not for another, probably at this point, like, hour.
Yeah, the sun is starting to dip a little lower in the sky.
We did some work in town. Well, Bear did some work in town, and we sold that armor, and got plenty of gold, a bunch left over. I got some supplies for like 30 days. Should hold us over for a little while. I got a little bit more than was necessary.
It's always good to over plan.
But I figured we could. Hollow is. He set up like a roadside stand to sell some paper lanterns for the ceremony.
He's not selling drugs?
No, just regular lanterns, unless.
Mulamir sort of both looks at you, and it's like, I don't think this is a good plan. It's rather ghoulish, don't you think? I just mean I mean, she doesn't look fresh at this point. Oh dear. Fair enough, but after this, do you think we should, give the lady a proper burial or something? Well, I hope you and your date here have fun. Me and Felbin are going to be playing some poker tonight. Have a good one. Terribly so. The boy is miserable, but he's an absolute shark when it comes to the game. Oh no. It's always the offhand things you say to just zhuzh it up a bit that come back to bite you in the ass. Okay, understood. So you two are making your way back. Hollow, what are you up to? Okay, yes. Valid, alright. Alright, this isn't much of a mining town, but, I'll let you say you find one who's maybe visiting from a couple villages over. What you gotta ask, kid? Not for a few villages over, no. We mostly mine tin, bauxite, coal. Nothing like the iron or the gold or more valuable sorts like that. Why ask? Spell components? Well, basically every apothecary keeps a little bit of spell components about, even in the smallest of hamlets. Probably ask around there if you're looking for spell components yet. Yeah, sure thing. Yep, see you tonight. Alright, why not? And you get 2 silver from this guy. Hey, you're too young, and you're a very spry sort. I respect that. Self-advocator. And he begins walking off with a pickaxe sort of held by his shoulder. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And he's sort of working on a little wooden figurine. Yeah. Hey, can you hand me? Thank you. And one of the crewmates hands him a like walking stick he's been using. Yeah, I think I'd be more than happy to join you all. Casey, Lavin, both looking lovely today, might I add. So, what, And Trevain swings every direction that there is to go in, so don't you worry about that. So he says, so what's this festival about? Is it honoring local gods? Like, is it just like, you know, someone's coming of age party? What's going on? Oh. And he says as you guys are walking towards town. Oh. That's peculiar. I suppose eccentricity is fine enough. But clearly, like, even Trevain's a little unnerved by the idea of, like, just blatant necromancy out in the open. To be fair, like, necromancy being, you know, a taboo. Fair enough, fair enough. And, as the sun is going down, and Hollow would already be privy to this, and you're heading into town, you see why Hollow's lantern business was maybe a good idea. There are candles set up absolutely everywhere, and there's a wonderful smell of lavender out in the air. And other people have set up stalls all around the town square, hawking smaller goods, you know, beaded necklaces, you know, sort of these little scrolls to send well wishes to the deceased, carnival foods, things like that. And as the night goes in and people come out, the festivities really ramp up, and people are wearing little masks, they're playing games, there's little puppet shows even, and even a juggler who seems to be juggling 2 balls, a dagger, and a longsword. And he balances the 2 balls on top of the longsword before tossing them up, and then catching one ball in his mouth and the other in his hand. Is there anything you do at this little festival that's laid out before you as the cold night airs begins to sweep in? Excellent stuff they have around here too. Thank you so much. You know, I heard that the winemakers of Ascalore actually have they like spend money to bring out a wizard to not a wizard. I think yes, it was a cleric. They bless it every like 2 years or so to ensure good harvest. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? And might I say, and he downs it, I think it may in fact work. Casey, Hollow, would either of you like some of this delicious drink here? Very well. More for me, I suppose. And, anything else you guys do at this little scene laid out before you? The other night. Oh, with the pistol and the dragging? I mean, I would have done that for anyone. Don't worry. That's... Oh, certainly. And I must say, Lavin, while you are maybe not professionally trained, the way you swing that thing, you're like a natural. With some refinement, your skills will be top of the notch. Easily. Exactly. It'd be something to roar at, and your enemies would be afraid to fight you. That's all good. Yes, I would more than love to help you out and maybe do some practicing. I'm a simple swashbuckler. I may never be, you know, at the level of expertise like, and he gestures over to Hollow, the way that man swings a blade, but I know a few tricks I think I could, you know, pass back and forth, I suppose. Anyways, I think they're about to move on to the next stage of the ceremony. Look, there's a procession coming out right now. And you hear sort of a little copper bell ringing like dung, dung, as a procession of about 10 mages carrying some beautifully decorated caskets along with them heads towards the center square. The heavily veiled gentleman from earlier leading the procession. And they sort of lay them out. He says, "Good people of the village, the time of year has come again, and once more we shall converse with our dearly departed. Now, let us begin the first movement, yes?" And there's a sort of a band playing sort of an upbeat sound behind him as he and the other 9 mages strike up position and begin doing what seems to be like a choreographed little dance, and it's a verbal, it's a somatic, there's a material to it. And at the end of this ritualistic dance, he spins the staff in a very flamboyant manner and slams it down right in the center of the town square. And just as he's about to complete the ritual, there's a scream from the side of the crowd, and he loses his concentration at the last moment. Yeah, what do you... You look over at what the scream is, and you see sort of this pale gentleman on a horse's back has actually speared a town member, not through the chest or anything, but he essentially has the man by like the shoulder and has hoisted him up like up into the air. And on horseback, he looks around at all of you sitting around here. And he says to the town person, he gets real close and whispers something into their ear. And he says, "Bring them." And he drops the man on the ground, letting him continue to bleed terribly, and rides off. Yeah, what is your reaction? The man is about 200, or the skeletal gentleman on horseback is about 500 feet from where you're standing, way on the other end of the crowd. What do you do? Okay, fair enough. And he sort of, as he's falling into a slumber, he says, like, "Thank you," and he clutches your chest and he brings you in close hollow and he says, "You, they're asking for you. The saint, protect the saint." And he clutches his chest and he falls into a gentle sleep as the necromancer veiled boy from earlier rushes up to you as well, and he says, "Oh my God, what's wrong with him?" Guards? We don't have guards out this far. I had 3 militiamen protect me earlier today, and that's all we can muster. Whatever that was, they wouldn't stand a chance. And he... Five? Fine. Very well. If you're willing to investigate whatever that thing was, of course. Thank you so much. And while he's saying this, he's like bandaging up the man. He says, like, 5 is nothing. If it is to protect my people, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this... No, me? And he kind of... He's got a very heavy veil on, but, like, even from behind it, you can tell he's blushing when you consider him a saint. Like, no, I'm no saint. No, that's not fair to put on me. No, this town has a patron saint, essentially, that protects us. It's the reason we can cast these, spells to talk to the dead, and not fearing, an incursion of some more unsavory sort. Apparently, it's not strong enough, whatever she's doing. But yeah. No, Saint Aluso, her crypt, it lies north of town on the tallest hill. Oh, of course. Yes. I'm the only spellcaster in this town that has any real power to them. Like, I'll make sure to keep this side safe while you do this. Thank you so much. I'll let them know. No. I think we may have to suspend it for now. It's way too dangerous to cast it right now after something undead just violated one of my townspeople. Never. This is Saint Aluso's crypt, who's really the crypt of the entire town, is in the north on the tallest hill. I'm so sorry to thrust this on all of you. I don't want to know what towns you pass through if this is a regular occurrence to you. Thank you so much. I am both of those things, actually. Don't worry, I'm going to tend to him. And yes. And for the help you are providing my town, as this gentleman here has requested, I'll give you more than 5 gold if you can make sure that this doesn't occur. Thank you so much. And he like shakes all 3 of your hands and he's like, thank you. Trevane being like, I'm in no state to fight right now. I'll make sure things stay good here. Ooh, my face is frozen in a funny way. Shh, ignore it. Of course. Actually, and he reaches into his backpack and he says, I don't have much on me, but I do have these 2 very weak healing potions on me. I always keep them in case of emergencies. I already used my 3rd one on the man, though. He's resting up now. If you're going into Eluso's crypt, and if there's something wrong there, I think it's best that you 3 have it, though. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I will keep very good watch, don't you worry. And with that Lavin is an elegant person, though, so they have like their fancy to do, and they basically just have protective wear underneath. Oh, you silly HD webcam, you. Ah, well. I guess it's time, at least on the stream side, and it looks like I need to do a little trick real quick, where I go device capture my webcam. Oh, no, never mind. Guess neither of those are going to occur, huh? Oh, well. If I were to... Would that... Ah, damn. Well, no webcam today. Oh well. Yes, Roll20 would be it'd be a good time to bust that if you had it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I have a scented candle going in the background, and so even my room kind of feels like a funeral home right now. That said, not a terrible smell, honestly. But yeah, if you could bust out Roll20, that would be great for you. Let's see, let me give you guys control over your tokens. Okay, and then, what was your username in Roll20, Hollow? Oh, okay, never mind, it's right here. Excellent, excellent. And then I take this, and I bring you guys over here. And welcome. So it's a long trek outside of town, but it's an iconic site and very easily spotted even from afar. A dry, windswept hill with a very tall, cavernous opening on it that has the concrete work of the stones to prove that this is not naturally made, and is clearly the town's main crypt. As you go up there, it's pretty dark inside, and it looks. Have you seen the catacombs in France, where it's just like, the skeletons formed into nice little rows, essentially. So in here, I'm going to boot up the Roll20 on the stream so that the good gentlemen and ladies and betweens who are watching can also see what's going down here. So let's see. It's this one. Yes. Yeah, I need to formalize this setup at some point, so that there's a more predictable way to do it. But it works for me for now. So yeah, before you, and obviously no screen sniping for the players. Love you guys. You see a lovely little bone rose set out in front of you, and at the end of this little cavernous entryway, there is a gate, as it were, a large steel gate with the word "Crypt of the Reveler" sort of written out on a large metal sheet that has been essentially like punched out, as it were. And it's been decorated to look like a scroll of ribbon sort of unfurling. You can roll a religion check if so inclined. What was the numer? It's all good. I respect. And 19. Yeah, you have heard of Saint Aluso. They're well regarded as sort of a lesser protector of just generally good aligned deities, and that they are through and through a well-regarded local saint who was famous in the area for, through her positivity and revelry, managing to dispel a demon, like a minor demonic group that had taken hold in the area. There's nothing sketchy about it. Saint Aluso is through and through a figure on the up and up. So you send Talia on ahead for you? Talia gets up to the barred gateway and is about to slip through the bars when your little familiar is essentially sent flying backwards by a barrier. Not injured, but repulsed. make careful those who wish to step through my gateway. And this is essentially whispering that you hear in your mind. Those of evil heart or of evil allegiance find no friendship here. The gateway is locked, so you would have to figure out some way of busting on through it. And you hear it again whispering in your minds. A man of conflicted spirits, but I am no goddess. Your flattery, though, amuses me, and very well, I shall let thy through, if thy intentions are good. And with that, the gateway sort of creaks open gently. No response. And you hear Hollow. You step through with relatively no issue. The fact that you have had sinister thoughts in your past, though, means that there's just sort of a general uneasiness you have, Hollow. Lavin, same. You've had some shady stuff in your past, so that you have a general uneasiness in your body as you step through. Casey, as you step through, you hear whispering in all of your minds that I know of who grants you. Though you are not of evil heart, I shall be watching your movements here very carefully. And keep in mind, this is the first you're hearing of Lavin's, or not Lavin, of Casey's, something. To the best of your guys' knowledge, Casey was simply a mage of some sort. Yes, you have. Wait. Wait, has Hollow killed anyone? I mean, yeah, I get in this campaign, Hollow actually hasn't killed him. All right, I'm willing to accept that headcanon then. That's fine with me. So, you guys make your way inside, and essentially, here, let me get the reveal set up for you all. Let's see, and you would be able to see back to there. And just reveal this room. And then in about that shape, you'd be able to see. Okay. And with that, no? Are we, excuse me? Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I had the wrong tool equipped. Damn it. Silly me. I'm trying my best here, folks. Silly Roll20. Alright. Let's just do the correct tool this time then, eh? And now, Dr. K needs a little bit more moments because she fucked up. But it's all good. Because nobody but the viewers could see my prestigious fuck up. Which is great for me. Alright. So you see a room ahead of you as you step into the crypt, and it. How many of you have dark vision? Oh, okay. Do you? Okay. Okay. We'll say Hollow strikes up a torch for Lavin and Hollow, and Casey, you're just kind of, you know, your eyes are just glowing a little bit, like a kitty cat's almost, or a deep sea creature. And you see a room ahead of you, and you see essentially 4 tables set out for embalming, and you see the beings from you see the man in white on his horse before you, as well as a room scattered about with the remains of various creatures in various states of decay. And he's sort of in the center of the room. There is a well that seems to have also been bled over and leaked all over the room, leaving a general puddle of mysterious liquids across the floor. It's the only good picture of a skeletal horse I could find. Shut up. Hollow, eat my pee, you god. Lethargic. I work my ass off for you people, and no fucking respect. Absolute no fucking respect in this household. I tell y'all, one day I'm gonna go out for cigarettes and never return. You're gonna be sorry. I tell you what right now. Okay, so the man in white on his skeletal horse sort of is sitting there, his spear clutched at his side, and he looks at all of you as you make your way inside. Good day. Come, parlay. Closer. I was in here when I awoke. Mm-hmm. Your prayers won't reach them here. Here is where I was awoken and given a second chance at life. I can leave whenever I please. I was given a mission. Eternal life for a simple slaying of 5 interlopers. Come forth, surrender your goal, return home, let the dragons rule, and I shall return to sleep. Nay, you must surrender your goals. Swear forth that you shall quit this pursuance of the Dragon Kings. Gold? No, goals! Fools. And to believe that you are to slay the Dragon Kings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give up your goals, and I return to the grave. Otherwise, be hounded for your remainder of days. And you get no reply from the saint. And the white, he looks at you and he says, "Your last warning. Surrender goals now. Kill my masters. Bring their plans down." The living are the slaves to those who have ascended farther. My right of conquest is that of my unbirth right. Wait, wasn't there like a whole movie about? No, he says, "Your life's meaning is to serve me and obey me." You're right. If you shall not answer to persuasion, then I shall force your hand. And with that, he snaps his fingers, and the corpses around the room rise up. And they begin marching. I guess this means initiative, yeah? Alrighty, what do we have? Okay, 14, 19. Okay. Alright, now I have a lot of initiatives to roll real quick as well. So we have Hollow first, we have Casey second, and we have Lavin third. Okay, so it's the horseback gentleman who goes first, followed by and the rest of them all just rolled lower than your 14. So it's going to be the gentleman on horseback who moves first, and he, after awakening his gentleman, he puts his spear aside, sheathing it on his back, and he pulls out this skeletal bow, and he pulls back on the bow, and he aims and he takes 2 shots directly at Hollow, who is the closest to him. And with that, I need to roll some dice. And yeah. Those are steel grates that essentially moved apart upon opening. So no. You do not get cover, unfortunately. But what is your AC? Okay, then one of the arrows whizzes over your head, and the other strikes you. Let's get some numbers down on that, shall we? And the numbers are saying... Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. You take 6 damage as the arrow plunks in towards your side, but your armor blocks almost all of it. You feel a bruise forming, but not much beyond that. Oh, are you using the uncanny dodge thing? Okay, yeah. Then instead of 6, you when that arrow was flying towards you, managed to like do like a ninja and like almost slap it out of the way, meaning that even as it bruised you, it barely grazed you, and you've only taken 3 then because of that. And with that, Hollow, you now are ready to make your mark. What do you do? I don't know. What are you going to do? Alright, short bow is 8 plus what to hit? Alright. 8 is your total, or is that 8 just your roll? Okay. With modifiers, you actually may be able to hit someone. Who are you firing at? Oh, okay, the leader of the pack. Yeah, do you have a +6 to hit? Alright, then as you fire, it whizzes harmlessly through his rib cage. And he just sort of grins at you. And Casey, you're now ready to act. What do you do? Oh, a classic, a classic. Do those have a roll to hit? All right. And that's against Ace. That's against AC. Yeah, those both you you pop off your inky little balls of energy, and they fly directly, smacking both into him. Oh goodness, that is quite a bit. So that's 26 in total, yes? Okay, let me... Alright, yeah, you pop off both of your beams of energy. And they smack right into his head, knocking it clean off. He's not deterred by this, but it's very shocking, to be fair. And it rolls down onto the floor. Lavin, what are you up to? Oh, yes. You can cast spells as a bonus action? Oh, that's cool. That's a neat class thing. Do you have the ability to use the draw features on Roll20? That should be your third thing down. Yeah. All right. Yeah. If you have that little paintbrush, like when you have like an ongoing area of effect or something, you can draw it out to make it so that we remember. That's valid. Okay. I thought you did. Oh, melee spell attack. I guess warlocks are in the archetype of like big damage dealer, but man, that's a lot of moves. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Okay, and you're going for Skellyman on horse. D8. Oh, he doesn't have resistance to cold. Huh. So he's his skeletal body, the wrist, that of his is grappled by one of your tentacles that comes up and begins trying to pull him from his horse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Casey, what or not? Casey, Lavin, what are you up to? Owned. Oh, he's active. He's up and about. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, let's do a DM roll right now then. Oh no, wait, I don't roll, do I? Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's failed that. He's failed that terribly. He's fucked it all up. Yeah, draw out the cube so I can see what we're dealing with. Yeah. 20-foot... 20-foot cube. Okay, so that means 4x4 squares. That's all good. It's all good. I'm not going anywhere anytime fast. I think there is I think there's like a box tool. Okay. Okay. Excellent. So I will have to make 2 other deck saves, yes? Okay, let's see. So the one creature that still has flesh on it seems to be able to navigate out of the way, but both the horse and the large skeletal creature are engulfed in your rosy little petal flames that burst out. Advantage to hit and no damage. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, with that, they make their move. Let me refer to something really quick. Okay, so that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's that. Oh, these gentlemen are coming. Let me check one more thing. 40 and what about you? 30. Okay. So, oh, not the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these 2 skellimans, one's gonna go to town on Casey, and the other's gonna go to town on our gentleman Hollow. For just approaching you? No, I think it's a little skookum. That's all good. We all make mistakes. With that though, let's see. What is your AC, both of you? Yeah, Case. Yeah, you both are fine then. As yeah, they come at you with their little sharp pointy things, but these are skeletons. They're not swordsmen, and you can parry them quite easily, all things considered. Let's see, the fleshy creature behind them though is smiling, and while it's not as intelligent as the leader of the pack, it's murmuring things to itself as it's skulking closer to all of you. And of course, the large guy in the back is trundling his way forward. The leader of the pack, though, seems to be staying back. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, the creature who seems to be rolling the bunch, or running the bunch, seems to be staying back. And in fact, dismounts, grabs his head, and begins moving off deeper into the crypt. As he leaves his horse, the enchantment on it fades and it falls into bones. Now it is whomstever is first, which is Hollow. Hollow, you just parried. You got bruised by an arrow and then parried this gentleman, this skeletal creature in front of you. What do you do? You're doubling up on your attack action? I'm pretty sure you can do that if you don't move, right? Okay. Again, I take your guys' word for it because I don't know the rules very well, actually. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, all right. Do your thing then. That's okay. We'll make sure he doesn't. All right, Hollow, do your thing. All right. You pull out your rapier, and what do you do to this creature? Well, what's your max damage with your rapier? That's your total damage? Okay. Let's see, 9 plus 3, that's 12? Okay, yeah. Describe how you fillet this skeleton before you. Okay. Alright. A rapier normally isn't a slashing weapon, but Hollow's feeling a bit cocky today. Knowing that slashes and, stabs aren't going to do much to this thing, he brings down the heavy part of his sword directly onto the thing's skull, smashing it and dropping the thing instantly. And as the skull is smashed, the rest of the body falls into dust. Every creature in this encounter is considered undead. Alright, next on the proc list is Casey. What are you up to, Casey, while Hollow is smashing skulls? This dude is big, yes. He stands at about 8 feet tall. And looks like he could even give Bear a run for his money. Wait, you just kind of slid along that little L shape? I'm pretty sure that would. Oh, okay, fair enough. But you did enter the 5 feet of this ghoulish fella. Whatever. That's okay. That's okay. Do your thing. Do your thing. Okay. Oh, that's fascinating. Alright. Alright, let's get the DM on that then, huh? Okay, what's the number to beat? Okay, let's see. So that means you're gonna slap the first two, the creatures in front of you, quite badly. But the creature, the gentleman leading the pack at the very, very end, just narrowly manages to not get the brunt of it. Holy moly, that's a spell and a half. Holy moly. Okay, which is 17. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's see, how do we do this then? that. All right, the skulking creature who looks like he was ready to tear you apart. Casey, you begin rubbing your hands together. You think of some of the distant sea and the storms that ravage it. So you clap your hands together, scream the words "lightning bolt," and a beautiful blue beam shoots out, instantly vaporizing the creature in front of you, blasting an enormous electrical hole through its chest and dropping it instantly. The other large skeletal beast, you blast one of its arms off instantly. And then way in the back, the creature who's trying to get away, he's just about gone when you hear him scream out as your bolt hits him and it falls. Yeah, you dropped him. Again, very surprised undead don't have any resistances to electricity. You would think, right? I can do that, don't worry. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this was supposed to be a medium encounter for people, for a full party of 5. I need to make... Yeah, I guess I need to make my encounters a whole hell of a lot harder if this is how you guys are going to be taking this stuff on. On Big Dude? Okay, yeah, that pops him very easily. Okay. Another 6 in total. Okay. It's clutching onto his ribs, and while it's doing so, some of them are getting pulled out as he's trying to escape the situation he's found himself in. And with that, I think it's Lavin who has to groove and move. Am I right about that? Okay, pops him easily. Okay. While it's pulling away at him, you sort of mimic Hollow's technique, where you take the handle end of your rapier and sort of hammer at the creature. This guy having a very firm helmet on, though, it bashes him, sinks his head in a bit, but he springs on back a little bit. With a large skull, or not a large skull, a large crack forming along the hairline of him. Yeah, you cheer. Add a d4 to a roll of his. Excellent. Holly, you feel... Lavin is not one to praise lightly, and so this It's procting. Feels good in the heart. Or that may just be the bardic magic talking. But either way, the Skellyman who you bonked over the head tries to bonk you back, although, you know, a sword is maybe not the best item for bonking. What, your armor was 10, you said? Okay. So yeah, this thing, it's trash. You completely, you know, ignore and swipe aside his petty little sword blow. However, large gentleman, the large gentleman with one arm looks at Casey and is very angry at you, and it rushes forward with a sudden burst of speed, charging directly at you and into the space you're in. It does not like what you did to its horn, unfortunately. So let's see. It leans its head down and tries to bash you upside the cheek with one of its large horns. What is your AC? You're caught along the chin and sent flying essentially as the horn catches you. And it catches you pretty bad too. The you know, below your chin is not a place you want to get hit by a sharp object. And with that, let's see what it does to poor Casey. Excuse you. There we are. Thank you. Took you a moment to load. 13 plus 4, so that's 17 as it gouges into your face. And give me a strength 10 or a strength saving throw. A 13 sends you flying as Casey is not only gored, but lifted right up off of their feet and sent sprawling as they fly across the room and directly onto their back. And with that, Hollow, what are you up to? As your friend has just landed back first in front of you. Hey, I think it's cool. I like that. So that's an 8 to hit, or no, a 22 to hit, and 8 damage in total. Okay. A 16 to AC? A 16 to AC does hit, yes. Very dot. It is a creature that is frankly hard to miss. So what is 16 in total? Okay. So you following the lead of your friend, have a chance to swipe at it, and you use again the butt of your rapier because slicing will do nothing to these things, smash it down on the creature, and break off the horn that gored your friend earlier. Okay. Yeah, and then afterwards you like do you jump back 5 feet and look ready to strike again. Casey, what do you do after getting you fucking shit canned onto your ass? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that hits. This man's AC is atrocious. Anything else? Big dude? Okay. Oh, here, you don't have to roll anything. What happens is essentially your ink bolts blast into him. He stumbles back, and the tentacle has grabbed onto his leg at this point. As the creature stumbles back, the tentacle remains holding onto the leg as the rest of the creature goes with as it falls backwards. And it falls backwards. It's a pile of fragile bones, and it shatters like glass, bones flying in every direction as the enormous creature tumbles down into a heap. Yeah, Lavin, what are you up to? Okay, and here's the thing. His AC is so bad, and this fight's pretty much over. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Yeah, Lavin, this thing is an absolute farce. You bash it over the head, drop it, and it is no longer a threat to you. Casey says as she is bleeding from her chin. Yeah, the horn is lying in a heap in front of you. Okay. Add Minotaur horn to your inventory, I suppose. Give me a perception check, Holla, as you make your way inside. Uh, 12. Okay. So you see before you the path split into 3 directions, right? You have the hallway to the north that leads into some room that is too dark to see much into because you got them sad little human eyes. There is a hallway that goes east And here, let me reveal a little bit more of that for you. And there is a dead end that ends with a little altar. To what end? Oh, yeah, and I already said, like, Hollow, you lit a torch, you're all good, mate. Which way? Yeah, you can stare into the room. It's a very narrow passageway that leads inside, but you can make out that it's a room that may have collapsed in somewhat on itself. And has, is full of, rubble and loose stones. You touch it and smell it, and it smells like embalming fluid that you've seen Molomir use on the ship. Okay, you make a frozen surface of smelly, nasty stuff. Careful not to slip. Alright, so what, are all we doing? Okay, you're headed to the north room? Okay. Let me, get my little, revealies out, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's a pain to set up though, and I like the measure of control I have over this. So you step, let's see, I have notes for this room, so give me 1 second to pull that up. Right, so you step into a room, and there is essentially half collapsed in on itself is you see at the center of this frankly unstable looking room one singular coffin that is beautifully kept and inlaid with gold. And encasing the entire perimeter of it, what's sealing it shut, is this green, foul-smelling liquid that is almost acting like a glue to keep the whole thing shut. And you can see before you that it says the word Saint Aluso on it, and it has sort of the figure of a younger human woman clutching a sword betwixt their breast, asleep on top of the coffin. On the east, there's a door, and to the southeast, there is another smaller door. These are little offerings that have been left. Books, candles, mostly mundane objects that do not seem to hold too much of any particular value. Yep, it's just delightfully oozing a route around it. Like a really poorly done hot glue job. Yes. And it's like bubbling too. You can investigate, sure. You're not entirely familiar with this stuff. You can roll nature if you want to try and understand more about it. Yeah, I will give you different flavor text depending on what skill you use, of course. 5. It's nasty. That's what you know. 13 with what skill? Okay. This is a common pest. It's green slime. It appears everywhere. That is, left undisturbed for too long. 26. Jeez. Valid. Okay. You, Hollow, you've worked with this. You make poisons sometimes as a skeevy little man, and you know that green slime is a pest that will infest any object that is biological and left alone for too long a period of time, and that green slime is highly acidic, and it's incredibly useful for those properties. Okay, so you ray of frost gently the green slime, and then you try to open it. Oops, accidentally muted my mic. Okay. But yeah, they're just you open this door. For my accidental muting, they came back out of the thing. This is the crypt of the common man as it said on the door, and then our party opened it. That's all. Professional D&D stream right here, don't worry. Wait, so you close it again? And do any of you speak Infernal? And so you hear a voice sort of echo about, not particularly from this room, but just from emanating from all around you, saying, "What are you doing? Strike them down, you fools." And with that, the big dude Kool-Aid mans his way through the door. He has essentially a giant iron candelabra that would normally be used for, putting little prayer candles and stuff. He uses it to break this door into, and the two doors fly off. Lavin, Casey, make me a dex save. Okay. Okay. Wow. Lavin, it just whizzes past you. You can feel one of the doors, like, touch your hair, but you don't get hurt by it. Casey, on the other hand, one of them clips the side of your noggin, and you take 5 damage as you have a little bit of blood now gashing from your head. In a new place. Today is give Casey head trauma day. And with that, the creatures from the room are in fact beginning to surge forward at you all. I say bonus action. The initiative order is going to be this big fellow, then yourselves, then the rest of them, because it's kind of self-evident how this is going to play out. So let's see, where do I have it? I have it right here. So coming straight at our dearest Lavin is a candelabra with lots of pointy decorative bits, and it's being swung directly at your skull. Man, have you ever actually like bashed your head against like one of them like fancy like heavy metal things with like little weird bits? Yeah, it sucks. Might I add? Your AC is 11, Lavin? Your AC is 11, yes? Okay, so yeah, the candelabra just swings directly into you, and like a baseball, you are bonked upside the head by it. As this large, smelly, like, partly molding creature just gleefully seems to be swinging it into your face. That's going to be 13, as it also, like, you're basically seeing stars. It'd be like a Tom and Jerry bit if it wasn't so tragic. What do you all do? Are you asking if they have like a damage vulnerability to fire or something? Yeah, I mean they're flesh creatures. There's some mummies, those look pretty flammable. They're very dry. We're gonna have it go Casey, Lav, and Hollow. So Casey, your friend just got bashed in the head. What are you doing? All right, let's see what you're bringing into the fold. Yeah, those both hit very easily. So these are both going at big gentleman who's beating on Lavin. Okay. Your inky blast come into the thing and blast some giant flesh chunks out. There's 2 holes in the creature, but it still seems to be undeterred by this. Hmm. Yeah. Again, I'm a spill the beans. Zombies have unbelievably low armor. I know everyone is shocked and surprised by this. They have no. It's lower. I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but it's lower than 10. It's like ridiculously low. Three cold. Okay. Yeah, you freeze a little bit of its head along the way. Just for the fun of it. Casey can have a little frozen zombie as a treat. Lavin, what are you doing? Oh, it gets one of those free ones? Oh yeah, I mean, this thing is basically, you know, free swinging whatever it can get away with. So yeah, it's definitely gonna take you up on that offer. What is your armor class, my dear? Okay, yeah, it gleefully sees you trying to disengage and just absolutely smashes your head once more because oh, it loves those head hitties. And it gets you on the you know shoulder blade as you're trying to get away from the thing. And you're gonna take a 16 as you can hear a crunch in your shoulder blade. This thing fucking wallops. And again, for people on stream, like, you can see the DM's rolls. I'm not fudging shit here. Oh, the one thing he actually isn't terrible at. That's fair. Alright. 16 is what he rolled, plus a 4, so that's 20 on his con save.
Crush, mush. Turn to slush.
Not this one, actually. Yeah, not most of these undead here do not have immunity to blindness. In fact, none of them do. Yeah, both those hit. Oh, lovely. So what's that total? 15? Alright, yeah, you get to hacking. Some smelly bits go a-flying as Hollow does a Zorro technique and just starts like making easy Z's. This thing has no interest in parrying nor ability to, and so these slices come easy and plentiful. Okay, valid. Mm-hmm. That's alright. That's alright. So, Hollow kind of scoots back. That's your turn, all? Well, you're assuming that none of them have ranged abilities, though, right? Like, that is the assumption there. Okay. Excellent decision on your part. Yes. The ceiling is quite high. It's about 40 feet up. The doors are... This creature is about 8 feet tall. The doors go about 12 feet tall. So the two zombies in the room do pile around their friend and just sort of shuffle and try to push past, you know, sort of mindlessly. 1, 2, 3, 4. This creature, this howling, very happy to see you all creature, not only clambers up towards its friend, it springs up onto its shoulders and jumps over it, landing in the room with you guys. The other two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other two make their... Oh, no, wait, only 4. Okay. And that would bring you there, then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent! Excellent, Lavin! My buddy! My dude! Make a wisdom saving throw for me. As through the hole in the ogre, and you see the mummy, and it just grabs its bandages and raises them up, and you can see its dreadful, empty red eyes just staring into your soul. It's an 11. Excellent, bro. And you come to the conclusion you are going to die here. You are going to get mauled to death, and you are you're gonna die. And so now you, yeah. Lavin, you sort of seize up. You sort of feel like this thing is your entire world, and that this is your inevitable fate as well, to join this horde. The other one, Hollow, you're gonna also need to make a wisdom. Actually, no, its line of sight is blocked with you. You're good. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. Player people. Actually, no, the zombie goes before you guys, doesn't it? Yeah, big fella. Dylan, you son of a bitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. It walks up. That's okay. 4 is all it needs. Yes, you do. You absolutely do. It doesn't care. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And you easily are going to be hitting it. Yep, that hits. Mm-hmm. Okay. It takes 18 to that? Yeah, I'll allow the sneak attack, because this thing isn't paying attention to you. It is a creature that attacks directly what it can see in front of it. It doesn't even turn its head. What it sees in front of it is Casey and Lavin, and so it is moving directly towards them. It has immunity to necrotic, actually. Okay. Wait. Actually, no, it doesn't have any resistances to necrotic. Okay. 29. What is giving you that big necrotic boost, though? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're fucking going to town on this thing. You've exposed ribs and organs and other nasty, awful smelling things. And might I say, the smell? Literally to die for. Yeah, you're going to town on this thing, and it just doesn't fucking care. It is going directly for Lavin and Casey, and as it approaches, it's going to see Casey and just bring the candelabra down onto your skull if it can. It's not so much a matter of predicting where it's going to attack. It's that it's big and swinging it really fast, so it's hard to get out of the way. Your AC is 10, right? Okay. Yeah, you managed to back up just in the moment of time as the thing crashes down into the already unstable crypt. And it just leaves this, like, noticeable gash on the floor as its candelabra gets dented horribly. Alright, squad, what do you all do? Yeah, the 3 dudes make a dex. Excellent. Okay. Let's see what we've got. What is the dex save necessary? Okay, so Yeah, you, wait, let me just check with this guy. Okay, so yeah, only Grabby Hands, even seems to notice what you're doing. The other two, you just clap it and it smashes right into him. It hit the ogre and it hit the mummy. Yeah, it hits all three. It's just, yeah, Ghoul basically is getting hit with the roots that spread out from the original lightning bolt. 23. The ogre explodes. Yeah. And it's just bloated, rotted corpse just like splashes out behind it. I'm gonna turn it over like that because it's too big to really get out of the way or like ignore. Oh wait, I have to. So how much damage did you do again? Oh yeah, it fails. No, he is very much joined the dead properly this time. So 23, half of that is 12. So the ghoul gets electrocuted and sort of is twitching on the ground, and the mummy just takes it full on. And that it essentially has set the mummy on fire as it does. And its bandages are smoking and on fire, and it's still sort of shambling forward, undeterred. Fairly undeterred. It still seems to be pretty okay with its whole situation. Okay. How much does that restore? Sounds good. I'll, yep. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. You take a swig and you feel the wound on your head knit itself up very nicely. You're gonna use a stealth? Oh, okay. Okay. Lavin, what are you up to? Like I said, the dungeons are getting harder. Mm-hmm. He's gone and laser beamed. Mm-hmm. Your mom gay, lol.
Meat off the bone. Delicious snack for ghoul. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, what's up? Mm-hmm. I'll start rolling on the roll 20, honestly. Alright, a 14 it has to make, yes? Excellent, excellent. And so with that, your words cut deep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hollow, what are you up to? Mm-hmm. It's sort of like grabbing at its head as the words that shot from your mouth have begun swirling it around its own head. Hollow, what are you up to? He doesn't know about the mummies, guys. God damn it, this is what Bear's for. He's supposed to be the meat man. Mm-hmm. Hey man, Casey's lightning bolt is doing fucking double duty. It's all good. That's a nasty spell, man. That's good stuff. Yeah, of course. Yay! Oh, okay, you're attacking the ghoul. Okay, yeah, your ray of frost. It's at point blank, and the creature's distracted. It hits gleefully on the thing. Okay. Yeah, it's distracted, and you basically point your hand at it, shoot a ray out in such a way as to like go from ankle to head, turn the whole thing into an ice sculpture. Mm-hmm. Okay. I use smoke bombs a lot in my other games, so I actually know the rules for them off the top of my head. So that's going to be a 4x4 area. This is now obscured, heavily obscured terrain. With line of sight broken, the zombies do not know what to do, and they begin sort of... you can hear them meat slapping about, but they don't actually get to you guys. They're just kind of meandering. Hi. Yeah, it's heavily obscured. You can just sort of hear their meat slapping. You occasionally see the outline of an arm. Okay. Hollow, Lavin, what about you two? Mm-hmm. Okay. And Hollow? It just means that they're ready to go. Yeah. They've got their spell essentially. Yeah, they've got their spell like in their hand, ready to go. Okay, so the zombies finally shamble their way out after being confused for a moment. Oh dear. And again, these are creatures that make no attempt to defend themselves as they shamble outward. Yes. Okay. Save against what? Yeah, they fail their wisdom saving throw pretty badly too. All right, so what is the total damage you did to these two zombos? Okay, he's dead. He's like your ink blast just pop his brains open, and much like the big guy, there's just a nice little splatter scene behind him that actually covers his friend in some nasty goo. Okay. There we go. That's just like zombie stuff. All right. Yeah, you pop both of them like they're tomatoes, really. The mummies have now scuttled on out as well. And Hollow, you're gonna need to make 2 wisdom saving throws for me, as these things glare at you with their bright red dead eyes. You can. They do understand if you try to speak to them. As far as undead goes, they're not completely brainless. Yes. Give me your best, kiddo. Nat 20. This ain't shit to you, man. These things aren't that scary. And their response is,
Die, Defiler.
and they keep walking. But yeah, their attacks did nothing to fucking Hollow. And in fact, now you guys do your thing. Mm-hmm. Lightning bolt. Oh yeah, your ink blasts. Yes, sir. Okay. Lower guy or upper guy? Okay. Um, and that's 23 in total? Wow, that's actually perfectly matches up with what your lightning bolt did. Mm-hmm. The northern guy, of course, being much easier to see because he's lightly on fire right now. The other guy, you send his arm flying, and it just sort of splats against the wall behind him. Lavin, what are you up to? Because both Lavin and Hollows, it's your goes. Lavin first. Eat piss, fuck munch, says Lavin. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mummies, surprisingly have decent wisdom for shambling corpses. Yeah, I'm gonna roll on the D&D Beyond. Or the Roll20, that is. Let's see, wisdom saving, you say? Okay. He gets a 7 and absolutely is not immune to your nasty word. And his other hand just like flips you off. And then Hollow, what are you up to? Well, yeah, you're the big damage dealer right now. I mean, say what you will about Hollow. His sword skills do be pretty legit though. 6 to hit. Is all right. So your rapier, you're about to do an excellent blow with it when you like swing it too close to the ground and it gets caught for a second. You're like, fuck, shit. But your other hand, you trip up, but your other hand is able to make a beautiful arc as the mummy is about to grab you with his one dead Roddy hand. What does that damage do? $14 total. Is this a magic rapier or is it just a regular? Okay, so you do your arc, and it appears that there's wards on these bandages, and so it manages to act as sort of an impromptu armor and softens your blow up a bit. Mm-hmm. And all right, Hollow, give me 2 more wisdom saving throws. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, Lavin, or not Lavin, Hollow, you're not disengaging from this one, buddy. So give me 2 wisdom saves, my dear. A 12, excellent, and a 20. Please, these eyes don't mean shit to Hollow. He's seen worse. Any day of the week he's seen worse. What is your AC, Hollow? 14, you say, huh? Alright, let's see. Oh dear, oh dear. These ain't shit. And then you get fucking grabbed and mangled by the mummies as their hands grab onto you, and just like necrotic energy just seeps into your body. It's kind of inspiring, really. Give me 2 Constitution saves, by the way. Oh dear. Alright, so 16. Okay, so that's 20. That's 31 damage. Is just this unbelievable, like pulling. Like, you can feel your soul getting pulled downwards as they're holding onto you. The 17 saved against mummy number 1. The 12 did not save against mummy number 2. And essentially, you feel your wound just like staying open. Like this energy is in. The energy of the first one kind of expels back into the ground, but this first one, it just stays spinning within you. And in fact, Hollow, I don't know how to say this, but lower your max HP by 8. As when all of you returns back to the world of the living, some of it didn't come back. There are ways to get it back, so remember, like, take a note somewhere of what your max HP was before, but you lose 8 permanent hit points. But yeah, keep note of that, because like removing a curse or something like that could get it back. No, his armor, his both mummies rolled above his AC, so both of their attacks hit, right? And then they have an additional effect in their attack that takes away permanent HP. He saved again. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Party. Really, you know, in and amongst the party, it doesn't even matter turn order that much, but what do you all do? Wait, Hollow survives 31 damage? Damn, that dude thick. Dummy dick. Yeah, your ink blast, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Alright. So Lavin is just, or not Lavin, Hollow is just popping off like these ink blasts one after another, basically like spinning their heads, breaking their bones, all sorts of things, while you can hear Hollow crying out in pain as you can feel like him getting rotted away before you. Have you seen that scene in Hercules where he like gets like gaunter and like sucked away, like near the end? Like, that's what's happening to Hollow. Oh, they're both still up. Okay. An 8, in fact, still does hit. Yes, you can still hit. Like, you completely whiffed that shot, but these are such obvious targets that even a completely whiffed shot still pops on them. Okay. So you blow that one to pieces. As you get a cold to its spine, and it tries to lunge in on Hollow for another blow, but the frozen spine causes it to snap in half and just collapse. Casey, or not Casey, Hollow 11, what are you up to? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Alright, and he fails that one, yep.
My conversation.
And then Hollow, what are you doing as this thing like it takes a second away from grabbing you and instead grabs its head as it swipes at the red words, sort of mocking its brain. Yeah, you sort of are able to shove the guy off of you. Mm-hmm. Easy shot, easy hit. He's distracted by the words. He's at disadvantage. It's an easy shot for you. Oh, it is instantly dead. You chop its head right off of its little skull, and its burning bandages that were burned earlier by the lightning bolt give you a nice easy opening where its magic wards don't protect it. And with that, all of the undead have been cleared away, and your smoke bomb clears out as well, and the room is now falls quiet. Okay. So you look at the hallway in front of you. There is a statue of an angry Deva at the very end of the hallway, and 2 doors. An angry Deva sits at the very end of the hallway, and there's 2 doors. Yeah, okay. You would have to. Are you getting up close so you can like put your ear to it? Yeah, you listen in, and you hear the sound of something, like the sound of like a steam valve being released, like a and you're from the right, and you're sort of listening in, trying to hear. And Lavin sees that the Deva statue is now rolling towards you at incredible speeds. It's like have you ever seen those magnet roller coasters where it just launches it out of the station? Like this thing's I mean, you can try to destroy the statue, sure. Yeah, it do be a pretty bulky statue though. Okay. You don't have to cast anything. You Ray of Frost the ground. It gives you a split second more to act, and you can either choose Dex or Strength as a saving throw against this thing. The issue is it managed to get a surprise round on you. Mm-hmm. Is that a strength or a dex? Okay. Yeah, you managed to essentially leap onto the platform that the statue's being launched from. And once it gets to the end, which is about here of its launch pad, it begins and you see a chain and like little tracks actually on the floor, and the chain begins to retract it back to its starting position. Yeah, you what's your weapon? Okay. Okay. What are you using to break it then? Alright. And I'm, again, not going to make you roll for it because it's not that strong of a chain. Because, it's not expecting people to survive the first hit. And so you blast one of your inky bolts, sever the chain, and the statue, once it's back in place, doesn't launch out correctly anymore. There are two doors in this area. One labeled storage room, the other labeled treasure room. The lower one, the one on the south side. Must I do everything myself? You hear whispered. Yeah, it's still an infernal. No, that's not Aluso who's saying that. This is a different voice. Aluso's spirit seems to be... Yeah, Aluso's spirit seems to be very quiet within her own crypt once you got inside. Okay. How are you checking it? Okay. Tali is gonna open the door. Okay. Is she's able to, like, she's like heavy enough to move a door handle? Okay. Okay, excellent. And Talia is in front of the door as you do this? Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So, as you mage hand open the door, you hear a voice say, like, and this is like obvious pre-recorded illusion magic type stuff, where it says, "Sinners who seek to ravage this crypt know that only death awaits grave robbers," and just an enormous piston with a giant boulder on the end of it, or not boulder, but like just like perfectly door shaped like cement, bashes out into the wall, right here, like that. Compared to the statue, this looks exceedingly lethal to whatever would have been caught on the other side. Like, it leaves legit cracks in the stone wall. And like a visible imprint. Cool. Just cool and normal things here in St. Aluso's crypt. Yeah, it resets, but like it just forms like a perfect cement outline of the door. Like there is no treasure room beyond here. Just a trap. Mm-hmm. You go into the storage room then? Oh, no. Yeah, there's no treasure room. It's just a cement square outline of the door on a piston that shoots out and smashes anything on the other side. For meta reasons, and because I want to share it, it does 10d10 damage. And I randomly generated this dungeon using the DM's guide, and it said, this is a balanced thing for a level 5 party. And I'm like, you sure, DM's guide? You fucking sure, bro? Alright. 10d10. Oh man, the fucking, like, Acme fucking crushing trap. I love it. Same thing, careful opening of the storage room. Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, this one is safe. It's, you open it, there's no issue. I will say, that trap definitely is going to get you guys to be a lot more careful about barging into rooms in the future. Okay, yes, inside there is more embalming fluid that is leaked all over the floor. And there seems to be a crate open at the end of the room. Okay. And you can just see through Talia's eyes, yes? Okay. Then in the crate you see some pieces of obsidian, some more health potions, and a scroll, and a tightly kept notebook saying groundskeeper, or groundskeeper's log. Do you have Talia just like fly this back to you one at a time, or do you go over and get it? Okay. 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 And you guys just begin reading? Alright, it's written in Serenzian Common, which you all can read. And it's written in the common tone. At first, it's mostly mundane stuff. Today I swept up around here. Today I embalmed a dead body. And then it gets into stuff saying Pentites came today, tried to bully me out of me crypt. Pentites keep breaking in. I keep scaring them out with a broom. Pentites broke into the hidden crypt today. Didn't know they were working out of there. Crypt built just for privacy for the nobleman. So only his family would know to visit. They've been using it as a base for their operations. To those reading it, if the Pentites get out of hand, make sure to drop some flowers on the statue at the dead end's hand. It will open the way to the secret crypt, or to the secret nobleman's crypt. I'm too scared to scare these boys out now. I only pray that whoever finds this later will do my job for me, that I was too much of a coward to do. Yeah, that's the order Lance is a part of. Let me double check how I worded it. Yeah. No, I'm talking about on the matter of Pentites. Oh no, Quintites, not Pentites. Quintites are the servants of Quinria, which is, the five-headed dragon god of hell, all that good stuff. Lance has made no attempt to hide that he's part of that org, and you've gotten that info out of him many times over. Yep. Okay, there we go. Unmuted myself. 7, to be specific. Just 1. There's another potion that you at first thought was a health potion, but you're not really sure what it is now. Yeah, it'd be your Arcana. Which you have pretty good from what I've seen of Hollow, so you're pretty good for that. Okay, yeah, you know this teal blue liquid to be a potion of frost giant strength. Rare stuff around these parts. And then there's a scroll sort of laid out as well. And all of you mages recognize it easily. This is a 4th level spell scroll. You can inscribe a spell at 4th level on it, and then cast it at a later date. Looks like it turns out this is how they cast Speak with Dead, and the stronger necrotic spells you have to call people back for the holiday. No, but there's plenty on the hillside outside. What? As our party takes a rest, are we ready to call it here for today? Okay. I know I try to aim for 5. I know I went a little bit over. No raid today because it was kind of a slow day in chat. Hope you all have the best one. Video will be uploaded to YouTube probably sometime this upcoming week. Alright, have a good one everyone. Bye bye.